everyone, I'm Tomás and I'm here to talk about how useful target spread was to get the score I needed in the GMAT Focus Edition. I am 26 years old and I come from Chile, the place where I live, where I studied and where I work nowadays. I finished my studies on year 2021 and this is my third year in the workforce. I come from a non-traditional background for a GMAT test taker, you could say, and because my career is not math related or business related or so I really needed to get a good course in order to get the skills to take the GMAT test. So first I am going to explain the context in which I took the GMAT test. So I got an injury at work, which meant I had to take a leave for 2 months to recover. And I had plenty of time because of it, in which I could not do much. And so I was like, hey, I can spend my time, I don't know, watching movies or series or doing something actually productive. So I decided to take the GMAT test because I would like to be in an MBA program maybe 3 or 5 years from now. And for that reason, I had to be efficient because um, I will have only 6 weeks to prepare and to actually study the GMAT content and such. So to prepare myself, I look on internet and I saw that the most efficient way was to take the best possible course to prepare for the GMAT and not to start improvising on myself about how to study. And I saw that Target Spread had very good reviews. I first tried the free trial and I did like the approach of TTP about giving you a structured study plan with a learning phase and then a test practice phase. And so I was convinced by this structured and systematic approach, and I started doing it. I had 6 very intensive weeks. I saw how much time I had left for my test, and given that after the time I would have to go back to work, I really wanted to be able to get the score I needed in my first try. So I really compressed in a short time the course and seeing all the tasks I had to do to complete the different phases and dividing these tasks among the available days I had. And I was able to finish the learning phase course in 100% with all the examples, all the tests, the content, etc. And I had to compress on the last week the test taking phase by taking 2 mock tests by day in order to be able to do all 6 mock tests before the actual real test. Before doing the target test per course, I had never taken a mock test on GMAT. By doing the diagnosis test that the course offers you, I initially had a really bad Quant score. And then after doing the course, on my first official mock test, I had an initial 565 score. At first, it got me somewhat worried because I had been studying a lot with target spread, and I thought maybe I was not getting the results I needed. But then, by being honest with myself, I saw that the issue was with time management and by being nervous in my first mock. But with practice, with all the practice tests, and applying what I learned in the course, I was able to get confidence with the next mock tests. And then I was well prepared for the actual test on my last week. So then on test day, I did follow the advices from Target Prep. I started taking the Quant section, then going through the data insights and verbal section. I did not do as well as I could have in the Quant section, and I could note that immediately after ending the first part of the test. But after the break, I just came back and confident on the skills that the course had given me, and I could compensate for it with a very good data insights and verbal score. And in that way, I was able to get my 695 score at the end of the test. So after doing the whole course, I feel like Target Test Prep gave me very solid skills to face the quant section of the test. And they also helped me a lot to be able to understand the logic underlying data insights and verbal questions. So it was easy at the end of the test day to identify what the test was trying to get from me and to be able to get good answers in these sections. My advice for anyone taking the GMAT would be to trust in their capabilities, given that it is a test in which anybody with enough effort and time dedicated can be able to develop the skills and to be able to take it and get the GMAT score they want. So to finish, I wish to give my thanks to Target Test Prep team because they gave me exactly what I needed to be able to get the score I wanted in my first try after 6 weeks. And they were very attentive to answer whenever you have any questions. You can do it in the chat, and they're going to be there to help you go through the issues with the content and the preparation that may be harder for anybody.